if you were in our live tonight, I'm sure you heard us talking about and even showing this, where Nichol Kessinger actually did put in to have her name changed, and she actually done this, and we assumed it was because of the Netflix documentary. Well, seems that we were right on that. This is the actual motion she filed, and her filing in Jefferson County, Colorado, and it shows that her hearing was yesterday, October the 15th, and she actually started the proceedings of the motion October the 1st. So that was like 1 to 2 days after the Netflix documentary. So whether people were trying to get a hold of her, trying to find her, who knows. But definitely that triggered her to go ahead and get it done. I don't know how that would trigger more than what actually occurred in 2018, but obviously it did. So she did put in to have her name changed, and we were correct. It was because of the Netflix documentaries why she did it. We also just released was a part on Fox News talking about it as well. Fox News reported 4 hours ago, so right now it is like almost 8 o'clock here, so obviously it was probably around 4 o'clock when they actually dropped this article, and we were actually in our live chat when they dropped this article, but I'm just now seeing it. So it says the Netflix doc pushed Chris Watts' mistress to change her name. A news outlet in 2018 reported that she had been placed under witness protection. Now keep in mind this is Fox News. It is depending on the way a lot of people think it, but it is a credible news source. I don't really think they would be posting things that's not true to this point, or there would be a lot of issues as far as slander and defamation and such as that. But it goes on to say, the former mistress of Chris Watts reportedly applied for a name change this month, shortly after the Netflix released a documentary focusing on events leading up to his arrest for the murders of his wife and 2 young daughters. Daily Mail reported that Nichol Kessinger, 32, applied for the change in Jefferson County, Colorado. She was featured briefly in The American Murder of the Family Next Door, where she is seen in recordings telling police that she and Watts had an affair. Okay, what it says under this picture here, that's just not true, but it says Nichol Kessinger said Chris Watts told her he was finishing up divorce proceedings with his wife, and that a month into their relationship, he told her that the divorce was final. So I don't know if they got some bad information or if she told them that, but they say Nichol Kessinger told him that, so I don't know. But a month into their relationship, he did not tell her their divorce was final. She reportedly applied to change her name on the heels of a Netflix documentary detailing the events that led up to Watts murdering his family. Watts was convicted for the 2018 murder of his wife Shanann Watts, 34, their daughters Bella and Celeste, and their unborn son Nico. He strangled his wife in the bedroom of their Frederick, Colorado home, smothered the girls with a blanket at the oil field where he worked. Watts eventually confessed to the murders in exchange for prosecutors not seeking the death penalty, and was sentenced for several life sentences, 5 to be exact. Kessinger's reason for the name change was not clear, but it follows the September 30th release of the documentary. In the film, she tells investigators that she thought Watts and his wife were separated. And see, that is misinformation. Completely misinformation. The pair met while working together for a petroleum company and carried on a relationship that included romantic trips. Watts had taken several photos of her in a bikini. She told investigators she ended the relationship with Watts because of his lies. Chris Watts sits in court for his sentencing hearing at the Weld County Courthouse in 2018 in Greeley, Colorado. Watts was sentenced to life in prison for murdering his pregnant wife and daughters. And that is the end of the article, but I just thought I would put it out there and let you guys know it is legit. She did file for a name change and did actually have her name changed, but she filed October the 1st, and she actually went to court for the hearing yesterday, so I'm sure everything went through, but there is several things in this article that is just completely not true. as far as, and it does say that Nichol Kessinger said Chris told her he was finishing up a divorce proceedings with his wife, and that a month into the relationship, he told her the divorce was final. And for any of you new people out there, that is not true. He did not tell her that. I don't even remember her saying that in the interviews. Now, if this is something she said now, I don't know if they're just taking this from past articles, but I've never even heard her say he said it was final. I have heard her say that she didn't know he was married and he was this, that, and the other, but I've never heard her say that, nor Chris say that. So this is just some bad information, and this is just letting anybody that's new to the case, that's curious about that, that's just not true. That is absolutely not true. And I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't watch the Netflix documentary like real hard on full hardcore because really I already saw and knew pretty much everything in it. But if Netflix did put that information out there, then that is bogus. That is not true. I don't know if they did or not. I really can't say. And then this is another little article that's been put out about it. It says, New Start, Nichol Kessinger wants to change her name after Chris Watts affair. And of course it was put out today. And it's from OK Reality TV, OK Magazine. I used to actually have a subscription to OK Magazine. They got some very interesting articles in there, okmagazine.com. Chris Watts' mistress, Nichol Kessinger, wants to change her identity nearly 2 years after her explosive affair with the baby killer. And then it goes on to say, according to Daily Mail, Kessinger applied earlier this month to change her name in the Jefferson County, Colorado. Kessinger's request comes after the explosive hit network's docuseries, American Murder, The Family Next Door, examined by what happened that night. Watts killed his wife Shanann, as well as their unborn child Nico, in the bed after Shanann confronted him about the affair. And then it goes on to say what happened. And then it says Watts and Kessinger met when they were both working for Anadarko Petroleum in June of 2018 and started having an affair in early July of the same year. When they first started seeing each other, Watts was not upfront with Kessinger about his current relationship status. He, quote, did not have a wedding ring on his finger, unquote. And, quote, he never mentioned he was in a relationship and did not initially mention his children, unquote. Documents obtained by OK revealed. And then it goes on to say the documents also disturbingly revealed that on the day Watts killed his family, August the 13th, 2018, the former oil field worker FaceTimed with Kessinger and was laying on a mattress that did not have sheets on it. Watts said he was cleaning his home and trying to keep busy to keep his mind off of things. The files read, Nichol inquired why the bed in the video call did not have sheets on it, and Chris told her he washed the sheets. Chris was quiet during this video call and did not say much. Nichol said Chris was fixated on her and was staring at her through the video call. 3 days after the incident on August the 16th, Kessinger was brought in to talk with investigators at the Thornton Police Department. Okay, that is not accurate. That's just not accurate. On the 15th, she actually met with him at the park. But yeah, she did come in on the 16th. It's not fair. It wasn't fair to me in the first place. It wasn't fair to her in the first place. It wasn't fair to any of us in the first place, you know. Kessinger said about how Watts deceived her. Kessinger admitted during the interrogation that she knew her name would be slandered for probably a while, adding that she didn't know how long it was going to take to heal. I would not be surprised if it's going to be hard to go into public sometimes for the next couple of years. And that really hurts me. I'm just like, this is a horrible, horrible thing. Like, how dare you, you know? And people aren't going to understand that, you know? They're going to say, oh, you know, you're the woman that had an affair with this man who took out his whole family. Kessinger wasn't Watts' only affair, though. According to documents obtained by OK, the child murderer was on Tinder prior to the slayings and met another woman, Amanda McMahon, which was also proved to be fake. McMahon admitted she had a one-night stand with Watts in March of 2018. McMahon said the two met up at a local Chick-fil-A parking lot and then went back to her house to have sex. However, Watts has denied this ever happened. See, this is how media spread things. Yes, this absolutely is in the discovery, but it was also proven by Tammy and Coder. They ruled that out completely, her and Trent, as being bogus, like out for 5 minutes of fame kind of thing. So this is kind of how things get twisted. And then when people that are just coming into the case, well, when they Google it and they see these articles, then that is where the miscommunication is coming in. And so that's why they don't understand when we that have been in it for a while are sitting there saying, no, that's not true. Oh my God, that's proven false. Well, it's not their fault. Because when they Google, this is what they see. So for the newer people that is coming into the case, let's try to be, easy with them. All of it, we didn't know all this at first either. We had to learn it as we went. And this is what they're seeing in the media. And so, of course, they believe it. Well, we've already saw a couple of things wrong with this article, and as well as the other ones. So the thing of it is let's try to, explain things to them and show them the proof, and just let them know, that what you're hearing out here in the media, you can't always take as truth, because the media tends to they'll see something, they'll think it's breaking news, they'll just skim over it and put in there what they see quickly. They don't really deeply go into it like we have. So, yeah. Anybody new out there that may have saw this, that's not true. Amanda McMahon and Trent Bolte were both found to be bogus reports, and I'm not sure. And somebody asked in our live today, well, if they were given false police reports, why weren't they arrested? I have no idea. I have no clue. It looks to me like they would have been too, but I don't know. I can't answer that. There was several that gave false police reports, falsifying reports in this case, and to my knowledge, nobody was arrested for that at all. So I don't know. Maybe they just were not arresting nobody for that. I don't know. But anyway, yes. So, okay, I just thought I would get that information out there to you guys, and in case some of you didn't get to see her live and already hear about it, and even if you did see her live and hear about it, and we were all in there wondering, was that legit? It is, absolutely is legit. She's been now featured on Fox News and so on and so forth. So, okay, guys, have a good night, day, or evening, wherever you may be. This is Unjustified.